Okay, and here's your jumpers run from Monday. I actually managed to get 2 runs in the same day. Amazing. He broke his stay, which is unusual. But you pulled it off. Good job. Whoa. Nice. His lines aren't the prettiest, but you're pulling it off. You're doing it. Oh, bummer. Shoot. Wow, pretty good, Ingrid. Way to, like, hold it together. So, I think he shakes a lot when you take his leash off, so I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I don't know if this is what you had planned in the beginning or not, but you do it pretty nice. Now you're probably back on track here. You probably should have done a front cross right here because you're stalling out and waiting. But like I said, I don't know what you were planning on doing, but you were probably kind of miscombobulated. But you had all the time in the world right here to do a front cross because you stall out, and then he's like, what? You barely, and I can't even believe you get him to push out to this jump. It's amazing. He's great. And this part was fine, but see how stalled out and how you're just not moving? My guess is you walked, my guess is this part, this was your plan, which is fine, because this was a really weird part, and there was, the best way to do it really depended on the dog and the handler, so I'm not being critical of your choice, but if you're going to do the rear cross where you did, you should have really come deep into this pocket, because you come in too shallow and then you really stall out and you're kind of barely moving. So if you would have come in deep, then you wouldn't have been waiting for him like that, and you would have been able to send him. That was good. So I'm thinking though that you should have crossed between these two and then crossed again between these two. Because what happened is he came straight over this, and then you turned him on the flat, which is nice, but then he kind of went this way over the double, and it was just kind of not very pretty. But and see how you're just barely moving there. So that cross was good, but then this one was not. And it's just because when you do the rear cross in the flat right here, you have to draw them out, which is exactly what you did, and you turned him, and it was actually really nice. Don't think that you could have really done that any better, because you're already pushing on his line here when he's still in the air. So when he lands, he knows. And see, so this is, okay, this is one thing. See how you're headed like this way? So you like came up here and then now you're going that way. He might have turned better if you came up here, turn him on the flat, and you just made a little jog and then you went this way. But you see how he probably totally thought you were going to go that way. You see that now. See, so you turn him, this is nice, but then you're just too abrupt. It's like you're trying to pull him over the double, but it was just a little too much. So then here's the stride before he takes off, and you're just starting to move this way, but you're pretty much going straight. And now you're really cutting behind, but he's already in the air. That was a hard part, though. God, I remember that. I just didn't ever know the best way to do that part. This is good. He landed a little long there, probably looking at the weaves. That's okay. And I guess he knocked that bar. It's impossible to see on this video. I don't really know why. He kind of took that jump going this way, like he didn't know there was a turn. And you are pretty much going straight. In fact, you're kind of angling that way instead of trying to round yourself that way. And see, he's in the air and you're still that way. So maybe it came down right here because now you're starting to turn. And see how his head's turned a little bit? So that's probably why it came down. I'll just go back and we can watch it in slow motion. So yeah, you're just too straight. In fact, oh, did you see that? You even take a little step out to push him out, which would have made him want to jump that jump even more that way. Watch. You kind of push him out right before he takes off. So that's why he knocked that bar. The rest is good though. I think he must have done his weaves right, like the majority of the time, because all the videos I saw he did. It's great. Yay, and you're celebrating, and that's perfect. Good job.